Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Hello everyone, let me introduce myself. My name is Dia Ramadhani with student number 2341 2016 from the Accounting Study Program. Today, I will be presenting a topic that plays a vital role in modern business ethics and law, consumer protection. In every business transaction, there are two main parties, the producer or seller and the consumer. Where producer aim to earn profit, consumer seeks satisfaction, safety, and value for their money. However, because producers often hold more power and information, consumers can easily become the weaker party. That is why consumer protection exists to ensure fairness, safety, and justice in the marketplace. In this presentation, we will explore the meaning, principle, importance, and legal framework of consumer protection, especially within the context of Indonesia and global business practice. Oke, di sini ada definition of consumer and consumer protection. So, a consumer refers to any individual or group that uses goods or services available in the market for personal, family, or household purpose, not for resale or commercial use. Consumer protection, on the other hand, refers to all effort by governments, organizations, and legal systems to safeguard consumer rights and interests from unfair or harmful business practice. According to law nomor 8 pada tahun 1999 on consumer protection in Indonesia, consumer protection is defined as all effort that guarantee legal certainty to provide protection to consumer. This means that consumers are entitled to accurate information, quality product, and fair treatment from producer. Selanjutnya ada the purpose of consumer protection. The main purpose of consumer protection is to create a fair, transparent, and safe marketplace where consumers can make informed decisions without being exploited. Specifically, it aims to 1. Prevent consumer loss caused by misleading advertisement, defective goods, or fraudulent service. 2. Ensure product safety and quality so that consumers are not exposed to danger or harm. 3. Promote business ethics by encouraging products to act responsibly. 4. Provide mechanisms for complaint and redress when consumer rights are violated. And 5. Build consumer awareness and strengthen their position in the market. Ultimately, consumer protection is not only about defending consumers, but also about creating a balance between the rights and obligations of consumers and products. Next, the importance of consumer protection. So, consumer protection plays a crucial role in economic stability and public trust. Without effective protection, consumers might lose confidence in the market, which can weaken economic growth. From a social perspective, consumer protection ensures justice and equality, particularly for vulnerable groups who may lack knowledge or access to information. For business, adhering to consumer protection laws help build a positive reputation, customer loyalty, and long-term sustainability. Moreover, In the global context, consumer protection standards are essential to meet international trade requirements and product safety regulations. For example, those set by the World Trade Organization or WTO and the United Nations Guidelines for Consumer Protection. Okay, next, the principle of consumer protection. Consumer protection is based on several key principles that form the foundation of fair trade. One, the principle of benefit atau disebut asas manfaat. All consumer protection efforts should provide maximum benefit to consumer and business. Two, the principle of justice atau yang dikenal atau yang disebut sebagai asas keadilan. Both consumer and producer should receive fair treatment and protection under the law. 3. The principle of safety and security atau yang disebut sebagai asas keamanan dan keselamatan. Consumer have the right to save product that do not endanger health or life. 4. The principle of legal certainty atau yang disebut sebagai asas kepastian hukum. Laws must clearly regulate consumer rights and business obligation. And yang terakhir atau yang kelima yaitu this principle guide policymaker and business in maintaining ethical standard and consumer welfare. Selanjutnya di sini ada consumer right and obligation. According to law nomor 8 pada tahun 1999, consumer in Indonesia have 9 fundamental rights, including yang pertama yaitu the right to comfort, security, and safety in using goods and service. Yang kedua yaitu the right to choose product and service and to obtain them according to the agreed value and condition. Lalu yang ketiga yaitu the right to collect clear and honest information. Lalu yang keempat yaitu the right to be heard in expressing opinions and complaints. Lalu yang kelima yaitu the right to receive advocacy and dispute resolution. Yang keenam yaitu the right to compensation or replacement if good or service are not as promised. Dan yang terakhir atau yang ketujuh yaitu however consumers also have obligations such as reading information carefully, following product instruction, and acting in good faith during transaction. Consumer protection works best when both sides, a producer and consumer, fulfill their respective responsibilities. The next, producer responsibilities and business ethics. Producers as business actors have a moral and legal responsibility to ensure the safety, quality, and accuracy of their product and service. They must avoid deceptive practices such as false advertising, selling expired product, or manipulating price. Business ethics and consumer law overlap significantly. A responsible producer should not only follow the law but also act ethical. For instance, ethical producer ensure transparent labeling, fair warranties, and truthful marketing. In modern business, consumer trust is one of the most valuable assets, and ethical responsibility is key to maintaining the trust. Okay, next, to legal framework for consumer protection in Indonesia. So, the main legal framework for consumer protection in Indonesia is Law Nomor 8, pada tahun 1999, on consumer protection, support by several often regulation such as the trade law. Nomor 7, pada tahun 2014, food law. Pada nomor 18, pada tahun 2012, dan Electronic Information and Transaction Law atau ITE Law nomor 11 pada tahun 2008 for online transaction. The National Consumer Protection Agency or BPKN plays a strategic role in providing advice to the governments, educating consumer, and coordinating dispute resolution. Additionally, the Consumer Dispute Settlement Board or BPSK offers a faster and more affordable alternative to court proceedings. This institution ensures that consumer rights are protected effectively both in traditional and digital markets. Okay, next, consumer protection in digital era. With the rise of commerce and digital platforms, consumer protection faces a new challenge. Online transactions often involve cross-border seller, anonymous identities, and limited product inspection, increasing the risk of fraud. Therefore, digital consumer protection must include data privacy, secure payment system, and digital literacy. In Indonesia, the Personal Data Protection Law atau Law nomor 27 pada tahun 2022 was enacted to protect consumer data from misuse. Moreover, online marketplaces are required to implement clear terms of service, compliance mechanisms, and refund policies. As digital commerce continues to expand, governments must adapt laws to ensure that consumer rights remain protected in virtual environments. Okay, next example of consumer protection case. To illustrate several consumer protection cases in Indonesia highlight the importance of strong regulation. For example, cases involving expired or counterfeit food products have led to stricter food safety monitoring by BPOM. Another case involved misleading online advertisement promising a fake discount, which prompted the government to tighten e-commerce rules. Such cases remind us that consumer protection is not merely a legal concept but a practical necessity to ensure fairness and safety in the market. A challenge in implementing consumer protection. Despite having strong laws, challenges remain in implementing consumer protection effectively. Many consumers are still unaware of their rights. Law enforcement can be inconsistent, and dispute resolution may take too long. In addition, rapid technological change often outpaces regulatory development. Therefore, public education, effective supervision, and cooperation between the governments, business, and consumer are essential to strengthen the protection system. Increasing consumer awareness, a tough education campaign, and advocacy group can empower a society to become more critical and responsibility buyers. Yang terakhir yaitu ada kesimpulan. So, in conclusion, consumer protection is an essential part of a healthy and fair economic system. It ensures that consumers receive safe product, honest information, and fair treatment while encouraging business to operate ethically and transparently. The law not only protects consumers from exploitation but also strengthens a business credibility and economic stability. In Indonesia, Taufe Law nomor 8 pada tahun 1999 and related regulation, consumer protection continue to evolve, especially in the digital era. As future professionals, understanding consumer rights and responsibilities is key to building a responsible and sustainable business environment. Thank you for your attention. That concludes my explanation. Thank you. Wabillahi taufiq wal hidayah. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.